Finding out the person you love has been lying to you. It's a feeling I wouldn't wish on anyone. It shatters your world. One moment, you're planning a future together, and the next, you discover it was all built on a foundation of deceit. When I found out she was cheating, my first instinct was to confront her, to scream, to demand answers. But then, a different thought took hold. What would that accomplish? More drama, more tears, more pain? It wouldn't change what happened, so I chose a different path. I stayed quiet. I didn't say a word about what I knew. I let her believe she was getting away with it. On the outside, I was the same loving partner. But on the inside, a fire had been lit. Every secret text I saw, every lie she told me about where she was going, it wasn't fuel for anger anymore. It was fuel for my ambition. I channeled all that heartbreak, all that betrayal into my work. Late nights at the office weren't about avoiding her anymore. They were about building my dream. I had this idea for a tech startup, a project I'd always put on the back burner because I was too comfortable, too focused on our relationship. Well, that comfort was gone. I started coding, networking, and pitching my idea to investors, poured every ounce of my energy into it. While she was sneaking around, I was building my empire, one line of code at a time. The initial phase was the hardest, seeing her acting normal, pretending everything was fine. It was a daily test of my resolve. But every time I felt weak, I'd remember the reason I was doing this. It's not for revenge in the traditional sense, but for myself. To prove that I could turn the worst moment of my life into my greatest strength. Months went by. My project started to gain traction. I secured my first round of funding. The app I was developing began to get media attention. Small articles at first, then bigger features. People were talking about it. That's when she started to notice. Not the cheating, of course. She noticed my name popping up online. She saw my face in an article about up-and-coming entrepreneurs. She saw the success I was building, completely independent of her. The look on her face when she first asked, "Is this you?" was a strange mix of confusion and awe. The final piece of my plan fell into place when my company got acquired for a life-changing amount of money. The news was everywhere. It was inescapable. The day the story broke, I came home, and she was sitting there, holding her phone, her face pale. She finally looked at me, and I could see the realization dawning in her eyes. It wasn't just about the money. She realized that while she was busy with her petty affair, I was creating a future she could never have imagined. I had built the one thing she always feared, a life so successful, so fulfilling that she was no longer a part of it. I never had to yell or accuse her. My success was my statement. I just packed my bags and walked away, leaving her in the quiet of the life she chose. My new life was just beginning. Thanks for watching my story. If you've ever turned a negative experience into a positive outcome, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. See you next time.